Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Bird. Bird. Bird, 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 bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird, bird, bird. Whew, I almost turned the camera around and forgot to zoom it back out. Would have been another one of those videos. That song is from the original Legend of Zelda on NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. When you talk video games, or when you talk anything that you have something you know about, you tend to use an initialisms to get through them quickly. NES. I bet there are people out there that didn't realize that NES stands for Nintendo Entertainment System. Gotta remember. You're talking to a general audience here. Curse of knowledge. Anywho, new Zelda comes out. First one in 6 years. Comes out at about, I think 11 p.m. my time tonight. I might open it up, but I'm gonna wait and play it with Ada because the past few months she's been watching me play Zelda. She requests it. She's like, Dada, can you play Zelda? And then I will comply because I'm a good dad. It's so hard for me to play Zelda. I freaking love Breath of the Wild. I love that game. It's hard for me to actually get into video games a lot these days. Like, I've tried a lot of games and I've started them, and some of them I've played quite a bit, and I end up stopping. I don't feel like I need to play them to the end. But Breath of the Wild, I was able to play all the way to the end, and then I still play it. I still just play it for no reason. Arguably, you don't need to play a video game. All video games are played for no reason, but unless you're, competitor. But I love it. And it's not that I'm like just a super Zelda fanboy and I'm just gonna love everything Zelda, because I didn't really like Skyward Sword. I didn't really like, Twilight Princess was okay, but I stopped playing. Didn't really like, I stopped playing Wind Waker. The last one I loved before Breath of the Wild was Ocarina of Time. So anyway, I'm excited about the new Zelda. I don't know what it is. I kind of know what it is that I love so much about Breath of the Wild. I also love Mario games, Miyamoto games, the guy who makes those games. I tend to like. They're just so tight. They're so tightly crafted, and like the graphics tends to be. I'll talk technical stuff, and then people will point out all the technical flaws. But something like Zelda, I like RPG games. I like Final Fantasy games. I got into Elden Ring and Dark Souls a little bit, but I still haven't played either one of those to the end. Because sometimes I feel like, for me, it gets a little too into the weeds with the details of dexterity points, charisma points, stamina, and then you have to deal with all of the modifiers and weapons and armor, and to a highly detailed level that I know a lot of people love. I personally don't care that much, and I feel like games like Zelda are kind of like that. They're that type of game, but they sort of obfuscate that aspect of the game. It's much more about the objects that you're manipulating, and less about the points and the status behind it, the analytics. You know what I mean? That's one thing. Also, it feels like you can do so much. You can jump, you can climb, you can manipulate your environment in so many ways that seem like that. In a lot of other games, would handle them in a much more clunky, complicated way. They tend to, anyway. It's just so smooth and so, I don't know, engaging. I don't love everything about it. There's there are things sometimes I feel like it's too easy for me, but it's made for a general audience. And then there are harder. You can modify it to make it harder for yourself. But And like, it was a little annoying if we're getting into details about Breath of the Wild. I know a lot of you have tuned out by now, and that's fine. But like all the shrines, sometimes they get a little samey. Like there were several shrines that are kind of the same thing. But I mean, there's 120, 40 shrines. You're going to have some repetition. But just the openness and sense of exploration to me, I loved. Just being able to... but there are a lot of games that do that. I just feel like this one does it. To me, it does it better. I've tried other open world games that kind of... They still feel a little bit too much like I'm being directed to go a certain way. And I mean, Zelda does it too. But it's just fun, okay? And I'm excited about the new one. And am I going to play it live though? Am I going to record and stream it while I play, or put it up on Wheezy Gamer? I don't know. Not at first. At first, I'm just going to play it with my daughter, because without any distraction, because that's more important to me. Maybe I'll go back and do it, at which point no one will care anymore. Well, you guys might, but Zelda will be old news by then. But that's okay. Gaming really isn't my career. Anyway, Zelda's great. And the new one, you're going to be able to manipulate the environment even more, build boats and ships and cars or whatever. It seems pretty exciting stuff. Anywho, I'm also now looking at... I'm realizing... So the newest video on Wheezy Waiter still is the plan, show up video. Basically, a couple things you need to do if you want to get things done. Plan, show up. Plan, show up. And I need to take my own advice, because I'm often not that great at planning and scheduling. Scheduling to me is always a little iffy. And I'm trying to nail that down a little better. That's why, I mean, China's so good for me, because she's a hardcore scheduler. She'll schedule things, and then I'll do them. Other people will email me certain dates to do things. I'll pick one with them, and then I'll do the thing. So I realize that like schedules are happening, but I'm not in control of most of them. Like the people around me are scheduling things, and I'm just like, yeah. And then I end up doing the thing. Like I almost never don't show up. Like the showing up is really easy for me. The planning is the issue. So I'm trying to nail down scheduling better. Like I have calendar. I use Google Calendar. I use a to-do list called Things on Mac. I have lists. I've tried many things, but I don't plan that far in advance. I don't nail down like, this day I have to get this much of the video done. This day I have to do this. This day I just have deadlines that I have to hit, pretty much. So I'm looking into organizing it a whole lot better. And it's also annoying to me when someone's like, "Hey, are you free? When are you free this week?" And I'm like, "Oh God, I have to look at the calendar, which is a giant mess of things I have to do for video, things I have to do for Ada, like swim lessons, school, things like Mother's Day coming up, family things, or the band that I'm playing in currently, like practice. And there's like a giant mess of unrelated things in the calendar that's just stressful to look at. And I'm trying to figure out a better way, because it just makes me hate scheduling. And I want to get better at it, because I want to be able to schedule videos further in advance. I want to do more videos, actually. I want to do more than, like, lately I mainly just do the videos that are sponsored, because they have deadlines. So a sponsor will be like, "Hey, can you do this video on this time at this time?" It's like, okay, I'm going to do this video. And then I don't nail down exactly when I'm going to do the video. I don't nail down when they're going to approve it, when it has to go live. but I know that has to be like in this general vague time frame. And so then I don't do anything else because I'm worried like, well, I need to make sure I have enough time to do this thing. And it's unclear if I have enough time because I'm not scheduling anything else. So I'm not scheduling that thing that specifically, and I'm not putting in other things in the schedule. But I know, are you following this at all? But I know if I put things in a schedule, I do them. I just do. Showing up is not that hard for me. I mean, maybe there's a limit. Maybe I'll schedule things too much. But I haven't found that limit. And so I'm trying to nail down specifically, I want to do more videos, more than just sponsored videos. So I want to schedule, like this week I'm going to work on this video. This week I'm going to work on this video. This week I'm going to work on this video. Far in advance. I used to be able to just make a video off the cuff. Like today I'm going to wake up, I'm going to get a video done. And it was usually funny nonsense. That's easy to do without scheduling ahead of time. It's like today I'm going to just do funny nonsense for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then do the video. But I don't do that anymore because it became less fun for me. But also it's less fun for audiences, it seems. It's not what people click on. And so these things are required to be planned in advance a little bit. I'm looking at Notion, the software Notion, which a lot of productivity. There's a snake. There's a snake. Snake. A lot of productivity people talk about Notion, and I've looked at it before and been like, wow, that's confusing. I'm not going to look at that again. But I'm really seriously nailing it down now. I've started listing off all the videos I have to get done, and I'm going to add more. I'm going to add a week where I do this video, and I'm going to add a week where I do this video. So I have a lot of video ideas that I've just never never done because I just don't know when I'm going to do them. I'm also still working on that documentary. I'm also going to have to allocate time for that. But I think I can do all of it if I schedule it. A lot of my time is spent thinking about a video that I'm working on, thinking about what video I'll do next, trying to motivate myself to work on the current stuff, but I don't know what the current thing I should work on next is. Or maybe I should go for a run. Maybe I should work out now at this time. I don't have that regular of a schedule. And I'm just trying to nail that down. Sometimes I do have a regular schedule. I've taught, like when I was waking up at 5 a.m., I kind of nailed down the morning at least. It's kind of slipping away from me. So I think I need to take time to schedule. That's something I never do. I never sit down and really nail down a schedule. I always kind of fly by the seat of my pants a little bit. There's good aspects to keeping your schedule open, to responding to your mood in the moment. Wow, calm down there, goose. I don't see the goose. I'd show you if I saw it. Let's go find it. What's happening? Maybe I should not go find it. Oh, maybe it sees me approaching. I'm gonna go this way. It's not a goose. That's a crane. It's hard to see. See it? Where is it? Maybe. Yep, there it is. See it? See it moving there? Yeah. Anywho, keeping a schedule open, you can respond to your mood in the moment, which is nice, rather than, oh, I have to do this now. Then it's just a series of having to do things regardless of how you feel, and that can be soul crushing. But on the other hand, if you don't schedule things, you're probably not going to do less things, and often your mood is a lie or misguiding you, because there are most things I don't want to do before I do them. I'm not in the mood. I'm tired. I want to just go play Zelda. But once you get going, tend to get in the zone, get in the flow. It seems like most things are that way. for me, and it seems like a lot of people. It's just, you have to get moving, like the beginning. Starting is the hardest thing. And scheduling helps you to start. I think it ultimately would reduce stress as long as your schedule isn't too insane. I don't know. This is just a babble about Zelda and about scheduling. And how I'm getting into Notion. And I've started, because I was trying Trello, and I was trying a combination of Trello and calendars and all this stuff. And I'm like, there's things that I want it to do that I couldn't make it do. Like, I want to be able to, it should be easier to like take a calendar, take a list, convert it to a calendar, and back and forth all the time, and like look at certain parts of the calendar, like just look at the videos that are due at this point. Just look at the Ada's school schedule. Just look at all of just see that, but then easily flip it back to see everything. I know you can have multiple calendars within your calendar app, but it still feels a little clunky to me. And I also would want to convert it into like a to-do list more easily, more seamlessly. And it seems like Notion, actually, the thing that I've avoided, I'm going into, it seems like I can actually figure out how to make that happen. It might be a little bit challenging at first to figure out how to make it happen, but it would be cool to just have like, here's my list of videos due. Here's my everything I have to do today. Everything, not just videos, like my whole life today. To flip and convert more easily into all of those things. Like I just got asked, do I want to do another video in June? The whole month. So I'm like, well, we have trips planned. When are our trips? I can't remember. Let's go look. And then I have to like scroll through the calendar to find every trip we have planned. It'd be so much easier to just have a list right there. Boom, there's a list of trips in June. In June, here's my blocks of time where I'm unavailable. This is how busy I will be. I can get like an overhead broad view of June and see like, can I do another video here? But weighing not just how many videos I have to do in June, but also all of the other things I have to do in June. Because life all happens at the same time, damn it. And so it'd be nice to be able to see all of the things at once, and then just one of the things at once, easily. You know what I'm saying? Scheduling, it's a complicated beast. And because I'm thinking about it in this way, I want all of these things in my scheduling. Maybe this is why I've avoided scheduling, because I knew that I would turn into this scheduling monster. But I think it's time to turn into the scheduling monster. Plan, show up. Because if I plan it, I will show up. Think of how many more things I'll show up for, as long as I don't destroy myself. Got to plan breaks too. All right. Anyway, I'm going to try to turn into a scheduling monster. I was thinking that could be the title of this video, but then I thought, well, it could also be Zelda related. I don't know. Anyway, how are you? I'm going to finish this run and go do some acupressure, which is still not really noticing the benefits of lately. But it's going to be a video. It's going to be a funny one, because you're going to see me laying down on a pokey thing over and over again, making myself suffer. People seem to like that when I was doing cold showers. So there you go. And then I'll work a little more on scheduling and drool over Zelda reviews and talk and hype today. And what else am I gonna do? I'll probably have a smoothie, and I know you don't care, but I'm just gonna keep talking. I'll probably work on the documentary a little bit. Gotta do that. And finish up the next main channel video, which I think will come out on Monday. Unless it's approved quickly, might come out tomorrow. Okay, the one where China picks out my wardrobe. which you can already see if you're a patron on Patreon. There's an older version of the wardrobe video on Patreon. Anywho, that's it. Bye.